Your manager Stuart has said that a few of your old EPs will be on sale at the merch stands in Australia. I'm not sure if that's also for New Zealand, but that's the first country apparently that you've done it for. Is it important to you to make that special effort for your fans on the other side of the world from your homeland?
Yeah, I think just like the EPs have been out in England since 2010, so yeah, it's definitely important to show people the evolution, I guess, because obviously over here there's only been one release, but over in England there's been about 11. So yeah, it's nice to show people that there was a bit of history.
Cool. And I know a lot of your fans are gutted that they can't meet you, so we couriered, I think it's like a book of messages or something.
Thank you so much.
So
thank you.
There you go.
Amazing.
Speaking of your fans,
Cool.
when and why did you first start making Lego figurines before shows to give to fans?
I started making Lego just for a time. Just took up time. It was a lot. It was a lot better to do than just sit there. So yeah, I started making Lego stuff, and then the amazing the way that it looked, the way that it was kind of best to do was just give it to fans, I guess, because then they can take something away. I used to kind of give it out and let everyone take a piece, and then I started making little ones and then giving people proper things to have.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for this, by the way. This
no problem. We were just the couriers on that one. Same with this. Lego New Zealand gave us this gift too because apparently you're a massive collector.
Amazing.
So enjoy.
Thank you very much. Wow, that's gonna be great. Thank you. I'll make that in Australia. Thank you.
Cool. In an ideal world, what kind of relationship would you want to have with your fans?
The sort of relationship that I have at the moment with them. It's quite cool because I have a few friends that are in this music game, and some of them have kind of older fans that don't really get involved in the whole fan thing, and some of them have really fanatical fans that get a bit too involved, I think. But I think we have a kind of, the relationship I have with my fans is quite relaxed and friendly. They're very chilled out people. I just saw the New Zealand talk. Is it neck minute?
Neck minute, yeah, that's slang.
Sure. Meaning sweet thanks. Choice.
You're doing well.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yep. You're blending in as a native.
Saucies.
Cool.
Excellent.
So when you're performing live, do you mentally relive the moments in time that you wrote the songs about, or have you distanced yourself from the situations now?
Yeah, I think some of my songs are quite depressing, so I think it's quite important just to kind of enjoy playing live. Yeah, so I definitely distance myself.
In grade 8, you sing the line, "Be a true heart, not a follower." What does that phrase mean to you personally?
It just means like no one can do you better than you, I guess. So just maintain individuality, I think.
I gather from the lyrics of "You Need Me, I Don't Need You" that you're not fond of those that claim co-writes as their own song. Is it important to you to always retain full creative control over your songwriting?
Not necessarily, because I think it is very important sometimes to collaborate, because there are some people that have ideas that you will never have. So, like for instance, when I worked with Taylor Swift recently, she is very much kind of from the country world, and I'm very much from the kind of acoustic world, working with a lot of hip hop artists. So me and her working together, I learned a lot about writing a country song, and we learned a lot about the kind of songs that I write. So that was quite an important collaboration. I mean, the line in "You Need Me" wasn't necessarily saying never collaborate. It was just saying that if you do, make sure that you give the right credit.
Cool. What are your favourite lyrics that you've ever written, and why?
Favourite lyrics I've ever written and why? There's a line in "Wake Me Up" talking about this necklace and another necklace and a pebble on the beach and all of that stuff, and that was a line that it just kind of came, and it probably isn't the most complicated line that I've ever written. It's just it sums up a lot of stuff in one line, I guess.
Yeah, I think my favourites, "My Mind Will Always Be Stronger Than My Songs Are."
Oh, thank you.
Off the top of your head, what's the ratio of unheard Ed Sheeran songs to released and recorded Ed Sheeran songs?
The ratio of unheard Ed Sheeran songs to the released ones, probably 60-40, 40 released and 60 unheard.
If home is where the heart is, but you currently don't actually have an actual house that you call home, then where's your heart currently?
On the road, yeah, on the road. But my heart will probably always be in in England.
Mm. And I like how in You Need Me, I Don't Need You, you sing My Songs Are Where My Heart Is. Is it weird then hearing other people sing the songs like One Direction and Moments?
No, well, not really. I wrote Moments when I was like 17, and I'd never really planned to do anything with that song, so I was actually quite grateful that someone found better use of it than I did. Yeah, so I'm glad that they're playing it and that they're singing it, because it was never gonna be anything. So it's quite nice that it is now.
And you've given them a couple of other songs as
well,
right?
From the same batch, actually. I wrote a whole load of songs at one point when I was 17, and I just never did anything with them. So yeah, I'm happy that all these songs are getting used finally. It's quite nice.
If you could guest star an episode of Pingu, how would you want the storyline to play out?
I'm not sure. I think if I was in Pingu, I'd like to be like Pingu's mate, that we get up to some mischief or something. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I heard that you're a fan of penguins, so we adopted you a penguin from Auckland Zoo.
Fucking amazing! Thank you.
So the adoption certificate's inside there.
Amazing. I actually now own a penguin and a goat, which
awesome.
is quite. I was given a goat by my label for my birthday. Oh, this is amazing. Brilliant. Thank you.
No problem. Obviously, you're living the dream, but a song like Gold Rush highlights the fact that you've had to put your career first at a young age. Do you feel like you've missed out on exploring long-term relationships, romantic and platonic, or are you content?
Yeah, you have to sacrifice a lot of things to do the job that I'm doing, but I'm living a dream, and for me this is one of the only things that matter. Like, I'd say the three things that matter in life are friends, family, and this, and relationships are kind of in between friends and family. So I don't know, if I've got a good balance of friends and family, I'm happy. I guess that's the answer to that.
Could you please quickly explain for an ignorant person such as myself how your loop pedal setup works when you're playing live?
The loop pedal setup is just a pedal, the guitar goes into it and another microphone goes into it, and I'll basically click record, put a loop down, click play, and then just build on top of that. So it's all live, and all kind of, you have to make sure you get the timing right, otherwise it doesn't sound very good at all.
In 2009 you played 312 shows, and now you're still touring constantly. How do you take care of your voice?
I don't. This is the thing. I went home for a week, week and a half ago. I was home for a week, and my old singing teacher came around and basically had a massive go at me and said, "You don't take care of your voice enough, and this is how you should do it." So I'm going to start. But you know, I drink honey sometimes. That's meant to help. But yeah, I'm not a role model when it comes to looking after your voice.
When writing a song, how or when do you know it's complete?
Just when it's done. When you put your guitar down, I guess. So usually if a song takes about half an hour to write, you do the guitar, do the lyrics, and then it's done. I think after then there's no point going back to it and changing it, because once it's done, and you might as well move on to the next one. If the song you've written isn't good enough, then maybe the next one will be.
I stumbled across videos from your How Many Can You Fit in Your Mouth video challenge.
Thank you.
Were there any edibles that you never got around to challenging yourself?
I can actually fit more in my mouth now, which is maybe because I've grown up. Maybe because I drank a lot of beer actually after that and got a bit bigger. I think my mouth grew. So yeah, I did it in Ireland and did, I think, 52 Maltesers, and I think in the original video I only did about 41. So yeah, I can fit more in that.
We don't have time now, but if you get bored later, it's our national candy, Jaffas and pineapple lumps, so if you get bored later.
Amazing. Are these related to Jaffa cakes in England? I've already been given some of these.
Version.
I've got a box of these a fan gave me in the dressing room.
Awesome.